in that whole, because everything is just cut. I think even Macaulay Culkin and Chris Columbus were saying, because there was a rumor that John Hughes wrote the first Home Alone over a weekend. Macaulay Culkin said, "Oh boy, if you wrote that over a weekend, what do you think he did with Home Alone 2? Just cut and paste the entire thing."
And change setting to New York.
Well, and then Catherine O'Hara reportedly, some kid came up to her and said, "Oh, you're from Home Alone 2?" And she said, "I'm sorry, kid, I did it for the money." And it's one of those films, but again, there's some things I like. New York is shot very well. I think it does very well at capturing the upside and downside of New York.
What's your favorite? Grown adults don't come out of Central Park at night. That's my favorite line.
And there are still those Christmas moments. Him seeing the Christmas tree at the end, and the little Christmas pageant there, stuff like that. Some of the music is very nice. But it does feel like exactly what it is. That came out 1 year after the first Home Alone. And yeah, no wonder that's the script. No wonder
it feels like it.
Yeah, it really feels, and both Chris Columbus and Culkin, I think everyone that works on that movie is like, yeah, you got what you would expect in a year. Because that movie
the studio gave us the order, we did that, end of story.
Through a ton of money, just a ton of money, film wherever you want, do whatever you want, but it gotta be out next year. And so because of that, and the hardest thing for me, because we do kind of make fun of Macaulay Culkin. He's a cool guy now, and I'm sure he's a great kid. But you can tell, and this isn't his fault. You can tell that
he became self-aware.
He was self-aware,
like Skynet. He had activated.
Well, which is ironic because he becomes more robotic. The lines in that movie. I'm trying to think if there's one where I felt like, yeah, that felt real. Like everything felt like, and again, you're a kid.
Yeah,
if this
that's
happened
tough.
to anyone, you would become this way. And so he kind of had I'm the cool kid now. Okay, I'm gonna say this really cool, and it all kind
We'll
of.
talk about this too when we bring that movie up. But the same thing happened with Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
The early years on Home Improvement, he was fine, and his co-stars are saying this. At some point, he became self-aware of how popular he was on the national scene. That all of a sudden, everything changed.
And I think when you're a kid, that's hard enough for an adult. When you're a kid and that happens, it's almost like it's
I have
very
power.
Yeah, it's very rare when that happens. So if you love Home Alone 2, totally get it. It's never been my thing.
They even do the old man bit again. It's now the
lady.
bag lady. Except every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, it's Mary Poppins. This is the Toppins of bag lady.
So it's one that. Oh yeah, and our future president has a cameo in that. I think he says hey, was it like he's like hey, do you know where the lobby is? He's like freeloader, and that's it.
Let's keep politics out of this and just say screw that guy.
But you know what? Actually, this is an interesting one to talk about. Again, sort of good and bad. And again, I think some of you are going to be excited, some of you are going to groan. Let's talk about Christmas Carol. I love it. No, I'm talking.